Jordan is on the phone today for our first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Drew. So in a few minutes, we'll call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her a second date. But first, Jordan, how long has it been since you heard from Drew?
It's been about 2 weeks now.
Okay. How many times have you tried to hit him up in that time?
Just twice. Once, really soon after our date, and then once again, I want to say 3 days ago.
Okay, and nothing. He just left you on red?
Yeah, just nothing.
Okay, well, let's talk about the date. Let's go back and try to figure it out. I know, I'm sorry. This is the worst.
No, thank you for doing this. So we met on Hinge, right? And he messaged me first, which is already a win in my book. He suggested the sports bar because there was a vibe there, which honestly wasn't my favorite, but I went with it because he's really cute and, fun. And so, yeah, we had a great talk, and he's really ambitious. He told me about how he wants to launch his own streetwear brand, and he introduced me to a couple of friends. Yeah. And then someone sent shots over, which honestly, I don't usually do shots, but again, he's really cute. I'm having fun.
Wait, back up really quick. He introduced you to some of his friends?
Yeah, I guess this is a bar that they kind of frequent, so a couple of them just happened. But I thought that was, it's not like he was like, oh, my friends, we have to go. He introduced me, so that was nice.
Okay.
And then after a while, they were like, okay, we're going to go do our thing over at the bar, and then just left us on our own.
Okay, good. I was like, these friends do crash your party, try to get you guys wasted, and then sit back and watch what happens? That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah, no, they were apropos. They were good.
Okay, good.
All right. Well, how did the date end with him?
I think it was okay. It got a little weird. So, he's laughing, having fun. We're all cool. And then, out of nowhere, he had to leave. And he made up some excuse. He paid the tab, and then he did.
What was the excuse that he gave you?
Just that he had to, I think he said something about having to get up early the next day and do something for building his business. It was just the way that it happened. It was so sudden.
To abruptly leave?
Yeah,
that's weird.
Seems like something they said might be the reason that he left.
Exactly. And I don't know what it was. And I just, I would really like to know what happened.
Okay. Jordan is on the phone, and she's getting ghosted by a guy named Drew, so we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and get her a second date if she still wants one. But before we do that, Jordan, break down your date for us again real quick one time.
Yeah, so we met on Hinge, and we ended up going to a sports bar, and a couple of his friends were there, and so I got to meet them. And then we were having a great time, and then all of a sudden he decided he needed to leave very quickly, and he made up this excuse, and I haven't heard from him since, and I'd like to know what happened.
Okay.
So weird.
Well, are you ready for us to give Drew a call?
Yes.
All right, Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Drew, please?
This is him. Who's this?
Drew, how are you? This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Drew. I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And my name is Jubal. How are you?
I'm good. I'm familiar with you guys. Why are you
nice.
calling me?
Just to see how you're doing. Just checking in. We know you listen. We listen to you, too, when you don't know it.
Checking in on all the fans?
No, Drew, we're calling you because this is a first date follow-up. If you go on a date with someone and then you end up ghosting them, they can email us to call you and find out why. So we got an email about you.
It's Jordan, isn't it?
Yes, it is,
wow,
Drew.
You don't even have to think about that.
She told us about your date, and she's really confused. Says that you guys were hanging out at the bar. Your friends ended up being there, too. And at one point, you went over to your friends, and then it looked like they were pointing towards her. And then after that, you said you had to get up for work or something and bounced.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. So first off, thrilled to be talking to you guys. Been listening for a while, but with Jordan,
Thank you.
She was nice, fun, even, but I ghosted her because I cannot be out here dating someone who just confidently uses words absolutely and completely wrong.
What do you mean?
I tried to let it go. I really did, but she kept using juxtaposition as if it meant compromise. you like wine, I like sports bars, but I think we can find a juxtaposition, you know? Like,
oh, okay.
Well, is that not cute?
I mean, if it's one word, sure, I get it. Like, you know, it's like a little quirky, cute moment, and then you can correct it. But it kept happening over and over again with different words. And then, like, my friends ended up being at the bar, and she was, like, talking. They were joking about something, and she just went, this is such an ambiguous situation, and it wasn't. It was, like, super clear. I think she meant to say, like, ridiculous or wild. But she was, like, so sure. She's like, this is so ambiguous.
Oh, okay. She seemed well-spoken when we talked to her. Like, it didn't seem like that was going on when we talked to her.
I don't know. That wasn't my experience, you know. Like I said, she was nice. She was even fun. But I'm big on words, man. Like, you got no basic English language, you know?
All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you for telling us, Drew. And also, if you listen to the show.
Yeah.
You know what happens now.
Hi, Jordan.
Oh. Hi. Wow. I'm so sorry that I didn't live up to your English speaking expectations. You knew what I meant though, right? Like, that's all that matters. Communication is about intent, right? Like reading people.
Totally. For the most part, but like just basic first grade understanding of the language is important. Like, words mean things, Jordan. And the worst part is, like, my friends caught it too. One of them even repeated it back to you, like, yeah, girl, super ambiguous. And they were all laughing, and you just nodded like they weren't roasting you. I was like, you got to have a little bit of, like, self-awareness about this.
Roasting me? Wow. Okay. I don't even know what to say to that. Like, I'm pretty sure I have better than a first grade understanding of the English language.
Well, you did say you don't drink shots a lot, so maybe that just kind of threw off your basic understanding of certain words. You know, I don't know, maybe because you do sound well spoken now.
Thank you. I'd like to think that I am, at least most of the time. I don't know what you expected of me, but your friends were all of a sudden there, and I guess I was trying to impress and just be, you know, conversational with everybody. And, you know, I was drunk and, like, bemused. I don't know. Like, you're acting like I did something wrong to you.
You were what?
Well, you got that one right. You were bemused.
What does bemused mean?
I think it means confused.
I don't know. I'm bemused right now.
See, I know how to use words.
Totally. I mean, we're all a little bemused right now, you know?
Oh, my.
I was just saying, look, you didn't do anything to me. You were nice. You were fun. It's just not for me. Like, words mean things, and I can't be explaining basic vocabulary every time we hang out, you know?
I'm sure we can find some sort of, like, explanation, juxtaposition about this.
Jordan, you're doing it again. There, you just did it. That's not what that word means. I think you mean like a compromise. Yeah, go on.
It's just, that is what that means. That's what juxtapose means.
No, that's not what it means, Jordan. Goodness.
No, when two people disagree, they come to a juxtaposition. That is what that means.
Oh my goodness. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? It's like, and you're just getting a little sneak peek. We were out there for like 2 hours.
I think she's right. I think she's right. I wish you guys could come to a juxtaposition.
I mean, I understand it.
Don't encourage her. This can be fixed. She needs to know.
Would you like to go on another date with Jordan? We'll pay for it, and then you guys can see if you can juxtapose in person.
Ow.
No, words mean things, man. I can't be doing that.
Yeah, I also don't want another date because you clearly don't know words like you think you do. Why don't you go look up juxtaposition in a dictionary, and you can figure it out from there.
girl, I speak 4 languages. This is crazy. I hate this so much right now.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
Hey guys, it's us, the Jonas Brothers. I'm Joe.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Nick. And guess what? We created our own podcast called Hey Jonas.
We invented a podcast?
Well, we didn't invent it. We just contributed to it.
We're the first people to do podcasts.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Well, sick and tired is a strong way to put it, but, you know.
Tired and sick.
Tired and sick.
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Just listen. We don't care where you hear it.
Hey everyone, this is Teddy Mellencamp and Tamara Judge from Two Teas in a Pod. There's been one scandal that's consumed our lives these last couple of months. We're recapping the 3-part Summer House reunion, and as always, we're being brutally honest. We're dissecting timelines, receipts, blind items, and previous episodes. Amanda and Wes, watch out. We're not going to be easy on you. Listen to Two Teas in a Pod on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
We got an email into the show for a second date update from a friend of the program, somebody who's been on a few times. There's that noise.
No way.
And you know what that means? That means that Hailstorm is back. Yeah. What's up, Hailstorm?
Hey, how are you guys?
What's going on?
Oh, I miss you guys. I haven't talked to you in so long.
I know, it's been a while.
How do you like being on the show? Haley, everybody just makes fun of you afterwards.
No, they don't. Oh, my God.
No, they don't, Hailstorm. If you are unfamiliar with who Haley is, she goes by Hailstorm. She's been on the show a few times before. She's had some problems with like some photographer dudes trying to take her picture for Instagram. We helped her out with that. And now she wants to do a second date update.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh, you guys. I think I found him. Like, I really like this guy. And he's not a photographer.
That's good to know.
That is the first smart thing you've done in a while.
I'm glad you've moved on from the photographers. What's this guy do?
Well, he is a bartender. His name is Derek.
Okay.
So hot. Oh, my gosh, you guys.
How did you meet Derek?
So I went to this bar with my girls, and he was the bartender there. And he was, like, giving me free drinks all night. He gave me, like, 3 Red Bulls vodka and, like, 3 cranberry vodka and 3 Diet Coke and vodka. Like, he was like the vodka fairy all night.
The vodka
fairy. Haley, before we get any further, please tell me that you guys actually went out on a first date and this isn't what you consider your first date with him.
Well, later on, it was the first date, later that night.
Okay.
What does that mean? You went home with him?
Yeah.
Well, like, hold on. Let me tell a story, okay?
Okay.
First of all, I, like, have to describe him because he's, like, so hot. He looks like he could be in a band because he has all these, like, tattoos on his arms. Like, he looks, like, so tough and, like, oh, my gosh, he's so hot.
Okay.
Did you get a lot of time to talk to him at the bar while he was giving you free drinks, or was he just busy? And
Sort of. He was, like, really busy, but, like, he kept checking in on me, and, like, he would, like, wink at me or, like, touch my hand when he was giving me the drinks. He was just being, like, very flirty, like, very sweet and just super into me, which, like, I can't blame him. Duh. Like, yeah.
I do applaud your confidence, Haley.
Thank you. Anyway, after, like, my girls were, like, all faced and, like, needed to leave, and so they left, and I stayed because I was just, like, ready to hang out with this boy.
Ready to pounce on the bartender.
Had he asked you to hang out at that point, or were you just lurking and hoping that he was going to?
Well, he saw them starting to leave, and he was like, "You're not leaving, are you?" And I was like, "No, of course not." And he was like, "Here's another Red Bull and vodka."
Yeah.
And, like, the bar started to slow down because it was getting later, so he had more time to stay and talk to me. And he was telling me about how he has this dream to own his own bar, and, like, he said to me, oh, my gosh, it was so hot. He was like, if I ever had my own bar, I would use your silhouette on the sign. And I was like, yeah, you would.
Really? That's high praise. I mean, if you wanted to use your image for his business.
Yeah. And I was like, so about it. Because, like, no one's ever said to me before. Like, a lot of guys have called me hot, but that was, like, a new level of, like, hello, I want you to be like my marketing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's basically saying you're his muse.
Yeah.
What's that?
Don't worry about it, Haley. All right, so did you just hang out with him at the bar?
Well, he was closing up and he was, starting to like get ready to go. And he was like, hey, do you want to go back to my place? And I was like, listen, I'm not that kind of girl. Like, I'm not just going to go home with you straight away.
Good.
So instead, we went to the parking lot and we fooled around in his car. And
Haley, how is that classier?
it totally is classier. Like, I showed that, like, I'm flexible, but also, like, not easy, you know?
It sounds pretty easy.
So you wouldn't go home with him, but you guys went to his car to make out and stuff.
Yeah, totally. Like, it was very PG. It was like high school, you know? Like,
That was probably fun.
yeah, it was. And it was like, give him a taste, but, like, don't give him the whole meal, you know?
What else did you like about him besides hot and he was a good makeout?
Hello, free drinks.
That is a big positive.
Oh, my God.
Did you guys actually go out on a date, though?
Who goes on dates anymore? Like, are you joking? I mean, this isn't the 50s.
Right, I'm sorry. My bad. I'm sorry about that.
Get with it.
Okay, so have you guys talked after?
So this is why I'm calling, because I'm having a problem. So we exchanged numbers, and everything was good, and he gave me a ride home, which was, like, so gentlemanly. I was like, oh, my gosh, you're such a hot guy.
That is nice.
That's great.
And then I didn't really hear from him, and so I went into the bar with some of my girlfriends just to, like, say hey and, like, hit those free drinks again.
Yeah.
And he was, like, kind of acting weird. He was also super, super busy, and so I can't fault him for that because, like, obviously he's a hard worker. He's working hard, serving drinks, da-da-da. Yeah. But, like, hello, pay attention to me. We had an awesome night.
I'm all for a good drunken makeout session. I think that's great. But were you really expecting more from this relationship?
I mean, he shared his dreams with me. I'm sure he doesn't do that with, like, every girl.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
Guys don't just share their dreams with anybody, Hailstorm.
Yeah. And he said that he wanted me to be his silhouette on his sign.
That's true, he did.
Forgot
didn't he?
about that.
Like, hello, it's me, Hailstorm.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
Thanks, guys.
Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Yep, if you're just tuning in for today's second date update, that would be the theme music for Hailstorm. Her real name is Haley, but she goes by Hailstorm. Hear the thunder clap, and she's on the phone today for a second date update. She met a bartender who was very sweet to her and gave her a lot of free drinks. And they hung out after his shift was over, made out in his car, and now he's not calling her back, and she's very upset about that. Hailstorm, are you ready to give him a call and find out why he's been brushing you off?
Yeah, guys, let's get to the bottom of it.
Oh my gosh, Haley. Haley, what are you hoping for out of this relationship with this bartender?
I'm hoping to be the first lady of his bar.
First lady.
He's so freaking hot. He looks like a little rock star, and, like, I could be, like, his Kate Hudson, like, when she was, like, married to that guy, like, rock star guy.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea who you're talking
yeah.
about. But, okay, cool.
No.
All right, well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can get him on the phone, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now, remember, you got to be quiet until I bring you on the phone. Can you?
Okay.
Can you do that?
I don't know.
Okay, well, try for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Derek.
Yeah, this is him.
Hey, Derek, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a morning show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Excuse me?
It's a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
No way.
Yeah, how are you, man?
What's up?
I'm good. And you guys?
Not too bad.
Hey.
You ever listen to the show?
On occasion. I mean, I'm a bartender, so sometimes either if I'm up late or for some reason up early. But yeah, I know you guys.
Okay. Well, I'm calling you today because one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you.
About me?
Yeah. They wanted us to get in touch with you because you're not calling them back.
Okay. Who asked you to do this?
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb here and just guess that you probably know this person because she leaves quite a mark on people that she meets. Her name is Haley. She likes to go by Hailstorm.
Oh, my God. Yeah. She's pretty intense.
That is one description that you could use.
Well, she emailed us because she said that you guys hung out one night, and now you won't text her back, and she said she even came into your bar the other day, and you kind of ignored her.
Okay, she said all that?
Yeah. Yeah, she told us a lot about you, actually.
And what did she say?
Well, she said that you're a hot bartender with a bunch of tattoos and long hair, and you look like a sexy rocker.
Yeah. She said...
Would you deny that?
Guess not.
She also told us how you hooked her up with a bunch of free drinks, and then later on in the evening, you guys went out to your car and made out a little bit.
All true. I can't deny any of that.
And she was super pumped about meeting you because apparently you said that you're going to open up a bar someday and you want to use her as your logo.
Well, okay. Yeah. All right. Hold on. Yeah, we were like talking after I got like done with work. We were in my car, and I mentioned that like I hope to one day like open my own bar, and that like she has like a great figure that would make like a great silhouette for my logo. But like,
was that? Let me ask you a question before you continue. Was that a line? Like, do you use that on girls at the bar all the time?
No, like she's sincerely like smoking hot. Like that's like she has a great body, but like I didn't really like mean it in like let's figure out a logo tomorrow kind of way.
So you were just saying like in general she would make a great
like someday.
Yeah, I mean someone like with a body like that would make a great logo.
Okay.
For like semi-truck mud flaps and bar logos.
Yeah,
So,
right?
what didn't you like about her then? Why are you kind of blowing her off? I mean, it sounds like you thought she was at least hot.
She's just like sweet and like sincere, like she wanted to help, but like the next day she started texting me and sending me attaching photos of headshots for like which one did I want to use for the bar.
So it was more like you said, hey, you could be the logo for the bar one day because you're that attractive. And she, in her mind, was like, oh, my God, he told me I'm the logo for this new bar that is opening right now.
I'm telling everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't seem like it's enough to write somebody off.
No, like she wouldn't stop. Like from there, she like was texting me all day long about it. Like my phone was just blowing up. Like, what? It was like we were business partners all the time.
Hey, Derek, I do want to let you know that Hailstorm is actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
Like what?
Yeah. Hailstorm?
What?
Hey.
Oh, hey. How's it going, Haley?
Not so good. I heard everything you said. I had to mute my phone because I couldn't be quiet, but I heard everything.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, everything I just said happened.
Well, guess what? I'm a doer. I was trying to help your dream, and I'm sorry that you are a lazy person who doesn't want to actually, who just talks, and doesn't actually do anything with their life.
Hold on. I told you that I wanted to open a bar one day, like, not the next day. And I do want to use your body in my logo, but, like, I'm not ready to start picking those out today.
You know what? You're a jerk. Whoa. You got me all excited about this bar we were going to open together, and now you're like being all lazy, and now what
I told you I wanted to open a bar one day.
I even gave you name suggestions, okay? I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah, okay. Haley's Hole in the Wall or Haley's Hole. Like, I can't call a bar that.
Haley's Hole.
I love it. I think that's a great name.
The town I grew up in had a bar called Joe's Hole. It's real popular.
For the type of bar I was telling her about, that's like, I can't. She wanted like custom cocktails, and it was like too much.
That's amazing. I would totally go to that bar, though.
Think about it, okay? Haley's Hole is such a cute name. It's like, oh, out of the way, like, oh, it's like a hidden place, but it's also like, you like think about like, ooh, it's like kind of sexy, like, ooh, who's Haley? And like, maybe we're going to see her there. Like, what's up with Haley?
It's a family establishment for sure.
I'm sorry, Derek, but she's kind of funny. Like, it is funny.
Oh, I mean, for sure, but I don't think intentionally.
But why wouldn't you give her another second chance? I mean, she's got so much energy. She obviously really likes you.
Yeah, that is for sure.
Yeah, I do have a lot of energy, and I am hilarious. I was voted funniest in my high school class, okay?
Really?
Awesome.
I can't argue with results.
To recognize that I would make a really great business partner. I know about nightlife. That is my life. I go out every night.
I appreciate your wanting to help, but like, I have my ideas about this, and I like just think it's probably better for me to do it myself.
Fine. Do it yourself. You know what? I'm going to open my own bar. I'm going to open my own Haley's Hole. And then I won't even let you come in. I won't even let you near the place. Okay?
You hear that, Derek? You're not getting anywhere near Haley's Hole ever.
Ever.
Hey, oh my! I do have to ask, though, since it's a second date update. Derek, would you like to go on a second date with Haley? We will pay for it.
Oh, man. I think I'm going to pass. Like, I appreciate it, though.
Come on.
Good.
It's just too much.
You know what? I'm just enough. So, there.
Amen, Haley.
I'm sorry you didn't get a second date, but can we get an invite to Haley's Hole when it opens?
Yes, please.
You guys are going to be at the head table.
Awesome, thank you. Head table at Haley's Hole.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Just got this text in at 78592 that says, every time I hear hailstorm on the show, I hate every person under 25 for a week. You're welcome. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. Hailstorm was back again. Yes. She's called into the show a few times for Awkward Tuesday phone calls, and now she's done a second date update. She met a bartender named Derek, and Derek wasn't calling her back because he told her, which I still think is a line, hey, I'm only doing this bartender thing for a while. I'm going to open up my new bar. And I could totally use your body as the silhouette, the new image for my business. And she was super excited about that, maybe a little too eager, because after that she kept texting him all the next day with plans to create their bar together. And he's like, that's a little too much. And she thought that she should call it Haley's Hole.
I think
Haley's
it's a great
Hole
name.
in the Wall. Haley's Hole for short, because she thought that would be funny. It is a funny name. I do like it.
Who would forget it? No one.
Nobody.
No one.
Nobody can ever forget Haley's Hole.
Yep.
Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Matt is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by somebody named Bria. So in a minute, we're going to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Matt, how long has it been since you heard from Bria?
Hey, it's been about a week now.
Okay.
And I got to be honest, this is the first time I've ever been ghosted, so I'm not really sure if that's a long time or not.
Ever.
Wow, congratulations.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I try to be selective is the idea.
A week is a long time. If you go out with somebody, usually if they like you, maybe a couple days go by where they don't text you, but they'll get back to you. Have you tried reaching out?
I'm hesitant about it just because I want it to be like a single, thoughtful thing, like not exactly a grand gesture. I don't want to be like a dork about it, but I do want to make sure that it is memorable. I want to make it, and that's the thing. That's why I'm calling in, is because I want you guys to help me out with this. I really don't know what I'm doing. This is totally new territory for me.
Okay, so you want to get her attention with something more of a, hey, how you doing text?
Exactly. I want to be, much more of a, because she is dating with intention, and I want to make sure that I am someone whose, intention is worthwhile.
Oh, okay. That's cute.
So a picture.
Okay, Jubal. Okay, how did you meet Bria, Matt? How did you meet her, and how was the date?
Yeah, we met on Hinge, and we were talking, back and forth for a little bit, and making sure that, we really, had a feel for one another. I saw on Hinge her photos where she was hiking, and that showed me that she's really active and she appreciates nature, and that's all me. I love that. We went to a rooftop for drinks, right at sunset, so it was going to have very, very beautiful views, and indeed we got treated to that. That was great. And it was really romantic. There were plants. It seemed kind of an intimate setting, and so I'm glad we were there because we started just acting like we were on vacation, so we made up stories for ourselves. We were looking around us at the different couples of different people, making up stories for them. It was a lot of fun. And she was a lot of fun. One of the things that I really appreciate is just how she beams with everything, just big smile, laughing, contagious laughter at that point. We started about, what we want and goals and what our passions are, what drives us. And it really, really seemed to fit. And this is why I'm concerned about the ghosting, because, I hope she's all right. I hope that I didn't come across too strong. We ended the day with a hug, like a nice tight hug. It was, it seemed promising. And so I want to make sure that everything is kind of how I thought it was in my head. And I don't know, maybe I messed up. I hope I didn't.
Well, it sounds like it went really great for the most part. Is there anything that happened that could be why?
I mean, I'm competitive. I'm maybe overly competitive. And I asked her if she was seeing other people, just because she said she was dating with intention, but I wanted to know kind of how that went. And yeah, she did say that she was kind of dating. It didn't sound like there was anything serious going on, but maybe I just came across as too intense with how I asked.
How did you ask? Did you reach across the table and grab her hand and stare deep into her eye and said, "Are you seeing anybody else?"
Yikes. I might like that.
I can't quite remember, so maybe I was in a bit of an altered state of mind. Maybe the drinks were flowing that evening.
Okay.
So, yeah, that might have contributed to it. I don't know.
Were you crying?
I don't remember any crying.
I probably would have liked that too.
Please don't be dating anybody else.
I'm not trying to do that.
All right.
Oh, man, Matt.
We'll see if we can figure it out for you. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and try to get you another date and find out where you're getting ghosted, okay?
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that.
All right. We'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next.
#1 hits, millions of records sold, awards, sold out tours. You think the Jonas Brothers are satisfied? Nope. It's podcast time.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Hey Jonas is available now, and their first guest is a big one, Paul Rudd.
Steve Carell is a great singer.
Can he tell you not to audition for The Office or something?
I told him.
Whoa.
We were filming Anchorman. Clearly, I was the idiot. Thank God he didn't listen to me, right?
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What did Black music, food, and culture teach us about who we were becoming?
2016 was sort of that last era of monoculture where we still consumed things in community.
From Beyonce and Rihanna.
Everybody wanted to be Beyonce. I don't think we'll ever see another Rihanna.
To soul food, memory, identity, and the stories we carry through Black culture.
What does it mean to be Black
and eat in America?
So we were this group of people who knew how to work the land, who knew how to live with the land.
We make it do what it do.
Therapy for Black Girls is bringing together the conversation shaping Black life right now.
You will never make me feel bad for being a Black girl, for being a Black American girl, ever.
Therapy for Black Girls is bringing it all to the mic. Listen to Therapy for Black Girls on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, it's Alec Baldwin. This season on my podcast, Here's the Thing, I'm speaking with more artists, policymakers, and performers like composer Mark Shaman.
Once you've established that you have the talent, it's about the hang. It's the pleasure of hanging out with the people that you're with. Rob and I was always a great hang. We would sit and kibitz for hours and then eventually get around to the music. That's what I mostly think of when I think of him, the time together laughing.
Lawyer Robbie Kaplan.
The great gift of being a lawyer is the ability to actually change things in our society in a way that very few people can. You can really make a difference to causes in the United States if you bring the right case at the right time.
Marriage equality.
Yeah, Windsor's the perfect example.
Director Morgan Neville.
Film school teaches you all the wrong things about making documentary. What do you want to say? Documentary is all about your ear. What do you hear? I feel like my job is listening really, really hard.
Listen to Here's the Thing on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Saigon, the story of my family and of the country that shaped us.
The United States will not stand by and allow any power, however great, take over another country.
From iHeart Podcasts, Saigon.
Please allow me to introduce Joseph Sherman.
You don't think I'm serious about a free Vietnam?
I should stop talking so much.
I like hearing you talk.
One city, a divided country, and the war that tore America apart.
This is for Vietnam.
I've taken a hit from Japanese ground fire. Do you read me?
They're pouring petrol all over him. He's holding matches.
I'm on a landmine!
For freedom! Let's get out! Freedom for Vietnam! Run!
Saigon, starring Kelly Marie Tran and Rob Benedict.
Staying here's madness!
The world should hear about this.
There's a fire coming to this country and it's going to burn out everything.
Listen to Saigon on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
First Date Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
If you're just joining us for today's First Date Follow-Up, Matt is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by Bria. So we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Matt, why don't you catch us up on your situation?
Yeah, Bria and I went on a date, and, beforehand we met on Hinge. I was very attracted to all of her photos. We met up. It seemed like it was going really great. We had a lot of fun just making up stories about ourselves when it came to this fun little game we were playing. But I feel like I really got to know her. I was very, very attracted to her, and she was basically like just sunshine. And so I want to know what happened with it.
Okay, and you think that the reason she might not be calling you back is because you asked if she was dating other people?
Maybe. I honestly don't know, and I'm looking for you guys to help me out with this.
Okay. Well, here we go. You ready to call her?
Please. Let's see what's up.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Bria, please?
This is she.
Hey, Bria, how are you? My name is Jubal, and I'm calling from a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Bria. I'm Nina, also on the show.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
Oh, hi. There's a lot of people here.
What's up,
yes,
girl?
There is. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Have you ever listened to the show before?
I have.
Well, we're calling because we do a segment on the show called the First Date Follow-Up, where if you go out on a date with somebody and then you ghost them, they can email us to call you and ask why you're ghosting them.
Uh-huh.
So we got an email about you from somebody.
Yeah. Okay.
Who are you ghosting, Bria?
Well, I'm guessing, is this Matt?
Yes, it is. So Matt emailed us and we talked to him a little bit about your date. He really liked you and he is wondering why you're not calling him back.
I mean, it feels kind of weird to say, but I just think he's too pretty.
You think he's too pretty?
I think he's too pretty, and I think he knows he's a handsome lad, and that was a little bit of a turnoff for me.
Was it confidence or arrogance?
It started off, he just kind of seemed to talk a lot about himself, and he seemed to just always be catching his reflection in a mirror or a window, just like seemed very taken with it. And he also was kind of talking about his internet presence and how many followers he has, and just like repeated that a few times. And I just kind of felt like I wasn't really being paid attention. I mean, it's a first date, so I expected some questions about me, and he just kind of seemed to be talking about how fit he is and like how he's going to start a fitness page. Like I know that we talked about hiking and like being outdoors and being fit, and like I'm definitely about that, but like I'm also a person.
Yeah.
And I felt that we got to talk about things bigger than internet presence.
It sounds like he was trying to impress you.
Oh.
Doesn't it? Like he showed up with all of his toys and was like, look, this is what I have. Do you like it?
I could see that. And, I was trying to ask him about things that he was interested in, but I kind of expected him to ask me about some stuff.
Sure.
You got to make a connection on your date. And I feel like you actually have to, ask questions and sort of be interested.
Can I ask a question?
Sorry. Wait, what was that?
Bria, that's Matt. Matt is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Yeah. I thought it was just you guys.
No.
Oh, sorry, Matt's here too.
Yeah, and I guess he has a question now.
I wanted to ask, did you have a fun time on our date otherwise?
Okay, valid.
It's a question about you.
It was a question about us. So I'm going to say 50-50. We did have fun. It was fun pretending like we were on vacation and coming up with all kinds of stories for the people around us. But, it was a date where I was trying to get to know you, and I thought you would be trying to get to know me. So anytime I felt like I brought up, bigger topics, I thought you just kind of always steered it back to you. So I'm looking, yeah.
There are a couple of, I hope they don't come across as just excuses here. First off, I kind of had maybe a couple shots before the date to calm my nerves because I was definitely really looking forward to getting to know you.
Aww.
Yeah, of course you did.
And I feel like I do genuinely, Bria, feel like I feel like I did actually get to know you. You're a great listener, and I mean the work you do with animals is brilliant.
What? I don't work with animals. I'm not quite sure what that is.
Matt, what were you drinking?
I might have had way too much.
I
thought I had two shots that might have quadrupled.
Okay.
Wow.
I genuinely, though, I really appreciated her energy, and I think that she's just sunshine. She's just sunshine in human form, and I understand that. Totally overly concerned about my looks and everything, and that shouldn't be something that I'm worrying about on a first date. With my business, I kind of have to be on all times, and I should have unwinded. That was one of the reasons I had those shots as well. But humbly, I would love a second date.
Could you just tell me what color my eyes are?
Your beautiful green eyes.
Well, they're blue.
Bria, would you like to go on a first date with Matt? We'll pay for it. We'll pay for it if you want to try to give it another shot.
We weren't in the same place.
I know. Did this happen?
It sounds like we need another first date for sure. I need to remember it this time.
Well, if you can promise that, maybe we do an afternoon thing. Maybe we have some coffee.
Coffee sounds good.
If we talk about some things a little bit bigger than internet presence, I think maybe
I can agree to that. You said you drive a hard bargain, but those are agreeable terms.
You're gonna go?
Bria, I am so sorry that clearly I was in a different place in my mind and I was not listening to a single word you said. And I really appreciate, you know what, this next one, I'm going to listen to everything. I'm going to let you do the talking. Let's go with that.
Well, I do like a person who can own their mistakes. And, we're not always going to be perfect every time. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, congratulations, Matt. You got a date with Bria.
That's cute.
For the first time ever.
Just as impressed as you guys are over there.
Bria with the blue eyes.
My lucky stars right now.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
Hey guys, it's us, the Jonas Brothers. I'm Joe.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Nick. And guess what? We created our own podcast called Hey Jonas.
We invented a podcast?
Well, we didn't invent it. We just contributed to it.
We're the first
people to do podcasts.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Well, sick and tired is a strong way to put it, but,
tired and sick.
Tired and sick. Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Just listen. We don't care where you hear it.
Hey everyone, this is Teddy Mellencamp and Tamara Judge from Two Teas in a Pod. There's been one scandal that's consumed our lives these last couple of months. We're recapping the 3-part Summer House reunion, and as always, we're being brutally honest. We're dissecting timelines, receipts, blind items, and previous episodes. Amanda and Wes, watch out. We're not going to be easy on you. Listen to Two Teas in a Pod on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update. Doing the second date updates, we've heard a lot of stories of people being blown off after a one-night stand.
Oh, yeah.
They wake up and somebody's gone. Maybe they have to find a cab home. But this is probably the most messed up story I've heard about somebody getting left after a one-night stand.
Oh, no.
Really?
Alyssa is on the phone with us. She emailed us. Alyssa is kind of familiar with our show. She's actually from Florida.
Oh.
Alyssa, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Your email floored me.
Really?
Like when I read it, I was like, that is probably the most messed up thing I've ever heard somebody do to somebody else.
What? Oh my gosh,
in
I
this
gotta hear.
situation. Why don't you tell everybody what happened?
So I met Alex. This is the guy. I met him online, and we talked for a while. We actually had like a long-distance relationship online for like 6 months, and it progressed, and he's here in Seattle. Then he suggested I come and visit him. He would fly me out to Seattle and then go to Vancouver, and we vacation there for like 4 days.
Vancouver, Canada?
Canada, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds cool. Like so you started an online relationship with this dude. How long had you known the guy online before you flew out here to hang out with him?
6 months.
Wow. And that's a considerable amount of time. I mean, you guys probably talked, what, every day?
Yeah, I got to that point pretty quickly. I mean, we just like had an instant spark.
Was it awkward at all when you finally got out here to meet him?
No, it was great. I met him at the airport, and he was exactly what I thought he would be. He was funny, and we got along really well, and he was cracking jokes. Actually, when he was driving me, I was in his car. That was when I first heard your show.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's a wonderful
Yeah.
show, really. Yeah, it changes them. Thank you for listening.
Well, that's pretty amazing that you thought he was exactly like you imagined and didn't misrepresent himself at all, because I've online dated, and a lot of people do that.
Just give it a minute, Lydia. You're gonna hate this guy.
Oh, okay.
So you went up to Canada with him, and you guys had a good time and hung out.
Yeah, when he picked me up from the airport, I thought we were going to, he was going to show me his place and show me around town in Seattle, and that didn't happen. He, immediately we went to Vancouver, and we were at this great hotel, and he asked if I wanted to have a separate room, and I said, no, that's fine. But he was a real gentleman about it, and he was really, sincere. And that night we had drinks, and it was just so much fun. And the next morning,
But you guys ended up hooking up, right?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, but it was on her terms, though.
Yeah, no, that's not the bad part. The hookup, well, I don't know if it was bad or not. I didn't ask, she didn't include in her email if it was good.
The sexual review.
But what happened after is the part that I'm talking about that was amazing to me.
I mean, you got to tell us, Alyssa, because up until this point, he sounds like Prince Charming. Flew you out, took you to this nice hotel. You had an amazing time. What happened?
So we hooked up, and the next morning, I wake up, and he's gone. And there was a note, and there was money on top of the note. And on the note, it said that he had an emergency, and that the money was for the bus back to Seattle.
Oh,
and I was supposed to stay there. We were planning on this trip in Vancouver for 4 days, and it didn't. I had to completely reschedule my flight.
Oh, my God.
I called him several times, and it went straight to voicemail. I went back to Florida. It's been a few weeks now. I have not heard from him.
Oh, my God.
So he met her online in Florida, flew her out here. They went to Vancouver. We're supposed to be there for 4 days. Ended up hooking up with her. The next morning, gave her money. Was like, here's a bus ticket back to Seattle. Sorry about that. Got a family emergency.
She's in another country.
Yeah, and so she had to get a bus back here and try to figure out her flights and everything else to go home.
Oh, my God.
Even if there's an emergency, you wake somebody up and tell them.
Yes, Lydia.
Wow.
Oh, my God. I can't believe that.
I told you guys that it was messed up. And you want us to call this guy, but you don't want to call and ask, for a second date. You just want to know what the hell happened.
No. I'm done with that. I just need to know. I just need to know what the
Right.
Yeah. I've never had this I've never had a girlfriend who's had this sort of thing happen. This is so messed up.
And there was no reason that you could think he would leave you there other than just he got what he wanted and then decided to leave you in another country.
No, nothing.
And think of how much money and time he invested just to do this to you. That's such a weird thing.
I kind of believe there was an emergency.
Oh, I don't believe it for a second.
I'm just saying. That's crazy.
If it really was an emergency, it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gone back to Florida Like, at that point, you call and tell her what happened. He's obviously ignoring her for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, well, Alyssa, we're going to play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, thank you, guys.
Okay, just hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Alyssa.
Hey.
Hey, I was thinking about your predicament, and I do think that there is a silver lining.
How could there possibly be a silver lining?
Well, the dude that you want us to call may have left you in another country after a one-night stand, but at least that country was Canada. Right?
Touche.
Like,
there are a lot worse places.
he could have left you in Tijuana.
Yeah.
Or Juarez or somewhere like that. At least you were in Canada.
Oh, gosh.
If anybody's just tuning into the second date update, Alyssa was actually left in Canada after a one-night stand by a dude. She met a guy online who lives out here. She's from Florida. He flew her out here, said, let's go to Vancouver for a couple days. They went to Vancouver, ended up hooking up the first night they were there. He left in the middle of the night, said, hey, sorry, family emergency. Here's some money for a bus to get back to Seattle. She ended up having to do that and then change her flight to get back home because they were supposed to be there a couple days. Basically just ditched her and hasn't been getting back to her at all.
I just want to figure out what the happened. I want to put him on the spot.
Right.
You deserve some closure. Do you have anything like in particular prepared to say?
It will come to me.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will, yeah.
Be a lot of bleeps, I'm sure.
All right, well, I'm going to call him right now, see if we can get him to answer his phone, okay?
Mm.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hey, can I speak to Alex, please?
This is Alex.
Alex, what's up, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Are you serious?
Yeah. What's up?
No, really?
Yes, it is.
This is kind of crazy, man. I love your show. I'm a long-time listener, a long-time fan.
I've heard that you listen to us, actually. How you doing, man?
I'm all right, man. I'm a little bit on edge, though. What's up? Why are you calling me, dude?
Well, I'm sure you're probably aware of the second date updates.
Oh, man. Come on, dude.
That's how I know you're a listener, because they said that you listen to our show all the time. You're actually the person that introduced them to our show.
So it's starting to come to you, Alex. Do you know who we're talking about?
Yeah, hold on. Time out, man. Is she on the line?
Are you talking about Alyssa?
Yeah, is she on the line?
The girl from Florida?
Yeah.
No, she's actually not. She's not on the line. I know you know how the second date updates work. Normally the other person's on the line, but her being in Florida, like, we couldn't work out the time change or whatever. But I read the email, and her email floored me. I couldn't believe that you left her in Canada.
Time out, man. No, dude, whatever she wrote, man, it's just not the truth.
Okay, well, what is the truth?
I was catfished. You know what I'm saying?
You were catfished?
What?
Yeah, man. I was catfished, man. I show up. No, dude. It was not even close.
Okay,
to being the same person.
What she told us was that, you guys have had an online relationship for a few months, like 6 months. You flew her out here. You said, let's go to Canada for a couple days. And then you guys hooked up. And then you just ditched her and gave her some money for a bus ticket. And we're like, hey, I got a family emergency or something.
What was I supposed to do, man?
Really? Okay, so what happened?
It was not the same person, dude. Yeah, I was being cool, man. I'm not going to be a jerk to her. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But, like, those pictures were, like, of her in high school or something. I don't even know, man.
Yeah, Alex, define not the same person. Like,
dude, she was heavier. Her face looked different, man. Like, it was just it was just not what I was expecting, man. You know? If you were in the situation, you would have done the exact same thing.
Now, Alex,
Really?
I mean, you had to know this was a possibility. Why go to Canada still and do this whole thing if you felt that way?
Well, what was I supposed to do? Just put her back on the plane when I first met her? Like, literally a minute after I met her, I'd be like, hold on, time out. This is not what I signed up for.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to let her know.
Oh, man.
But you still slept with her, man.
It's kind of like when something's not as advertised on a website. You could just send it back,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like, don't even get to the point where you have to...
Clothes. You got to try on the clothes, don't you?
No, you don't have to try on the clothes. You realize what? You hooked up with her, regardless of the fact that you feel like you were catfished. You hooked up with her and then just ditched her in Canada.
Yeah.
Hold on, I didn't. No. I didn't ditch her, dude. I left her money for a bus and everything.
You hung out for that entire time, hooked up with her, just hang out for the next 4 days, and then blow her off when she leaves town.
No, man. I got things to do, man. I got to go back to Seattle and do what I'm doing there for work, man. You know what I'm saying? I got no time to waste with this.
Alex, why are you going to hook up with her if it was that bad?
Well, listen, man, we went out that night, we partied, and I'm not saying that she looked better because, we were out drinking, but, like, listen, it's hard to say no. You're a guy, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to say no. You want a couple drinks in you? What are you going to, like, turn it down? No, man. Like, it's like, putting it in your face, man. What are you going to do? I'm human.
Alex, I have a confession to make.
Okay, what?
I told you earlier that Alyssa wasn't on the phone because she's in Florida.
Oh, come on, man.
But Alyssa is, of course, on the other line.
Yeah.
Dude, that's wrong, man. Yo, I told you I'm a long-time listener, long-time fan. How are you going to do me like that, man?
Oh, sorry, man.
Alyssa.
Hi, Alex.
Oh, my God.
You are such a piece of Are you kidding me? You're talking about how I look? Are you seriously going to go there?
This is not fair. No, this is totally not fair. First of all, I'm the one that even told you about this show. And second of all, you lied to me.
You didn't tell me. You turned on the radio.
No, this is totally not even fair.
You want to talk about don't even go there. Don't even go there with me.
You lied to me for 6 months. You lied to me for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? I think that I'm a gentleman. Like, what was I supposed to do? I left you money and everything. Like, I'm not trying to hurt you, you know?
You left me in Canada, you dipshit.
First of all, First of all, I got you a plane ticket. You could go back at any time. You had a plane ticket to go there, and I left you money for $1.
Oh, you do not.
What was I supposed to do?
Did you tell that to your mother? Is that what you do? That's what you do with women?
Wait. Why are you talking about my mother? Like, listen, honestly, I think I'm a gentleman, and I think I treated you with respect.
You need to look in the mirror.
No, man. No, this is totally not even fair.
Yeah, man.
So then just tell me, who the hell's in the picture? Who the hell's in the picture? Because it wasn't you.
Yes, it was me.
Yeah, Alyssa.
It was you like maybe 5 years ago. It wasn't you today.
Alyssa, did you mislead Alex?
Be honest.
I had my hair. It was a different color.
Really? Just the hair?
Yeah, her hair was different. It was 40 pounds different.
Okay, so Alyssa, you didn't knowingly try to catfish Alex, though.
No, I wouldn't try. I'm not going to do that. No. I mean, just stupid.
I don't know what to think, man.
Listen, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I was trying to be a gentleman about it. I'm sorry to leave you there, whatever, but I left you money to get home and everything. But I just didn't want to hurt you.
You need to cut the gentleman because it's not working.
Yeah, don't use that word.
I did the best I could. All you Florida girls are crazy.
Hey, I will agree with you. Florida is a really weird place. But, Alex, do you ever take blame for anything? Because this whole time, that's not fair.
Well, when I'm in the wrong, yeah, but I was misled, man. I am not in the wrong here. I was misled.
All right. Well, Alex, I would love to ask if you'd go on a second date with Alyssa. And Alyssa, you know what? If you will come out here and go on a second date with Alex, I'll fly you out here.
No way.
Yeah, I want these two to go out again.
No,
Alyssa, I will.
It's cool. Don't worry about it. It's cool. It's definitely cool.
Free trip, Alyssa. I'll fly you out here. Send you guys to Vancouver.
No.
And we can do it all over again. Yeah. What do you think?
That's
you can stop.
You can go yourself.
Oh.
Me or Alex?
At least somebody's gonna be me, Ain't nobody you.
Oh
my God.
Oh, you know what? Maybe you should pay for him to get the hair transplant because he's kind of losing it a little in the back of his head.
Oh, no.
How old are you again?
Low blows, man.
Whatever. While you're at it, pay for your lipo.
Somehow this second date turned into like a bad your mama joke fest.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Rose is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Malik, so we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But first, Rose, how long has it been since you heard from Malik?
Too long.
Okay.
He was just, I don't know. I had a really good time. I assumed he did too. Yeah, but it's been a minute. Do you want me to go ahead and tell you about the date and stuff?
Yeah, tell us about it.
So we matched and we decided to go on a date, and it was his idea to do like a mini golf, like a rooftop mini golf situation. And it was really cute. Lots of people, good music. There was a live DJ. It was really romantic.
Oh my gosh,
first
that's
date. I was like, okay,
fun.
he's getting points, right? And he's super cute, very tall, hardworking. But the thing that I loved about him the most was his ambition, because he wanted to, from his background and his family, he wanted to be like the first person to, to have something for himself, and he wanted to start his own production company. And so I was like, man, this guy's really hot. He's ticking off a bunch of the boxes. So during the day, this happens sometimes when I have bubbles, but like sipping like champagne or whatever, I'll start hiccuping. Oh. And like it's been a thing since I was a kid, and like my hiccups are like loud, and it doesn't matter how many times like I hold my breath or whatever, like I can't help it. And so it happened at the worst time during this date. And so I'm just hiccuping through it really loud, and I guess I'm like literally racking my brain. It had to be because maybe he felt like that was weird, but like I can't help that, and even at one point in time, he tried to scare me, which was also cute, and it didn't work. But yeah, I don't know. He just went silent after that. And I was like, that has to be why.
Oh my
gosh.
That
has to be the only reason why.
But yeah. I'd die if that is the reason why. Like, wouldn't it be kind of cute? Like, maybe she's nervous, or if it's like the bubbles, like, what are you going to do about it? Like, I would think it's kind of just funny. Right. And if he's annoyed by that, then...
Unless he thought you were like hammered and you're like hiccuping hammered,
Okay.
No, definitely not hammered. First date, not hammered yet. I'm just kidding. No, like, we had fun, and whatever, that happens. And so, yeah, I was kind of thinking about that. Of like, if he honestly ghosted me because of like a bodily function, then I don't know, you might not be my guy. But like, literally, that's the only thing that I can think of. The only thing.
It's a less offensive bodily function.
Right. It could be much worse.
It's true. It could be much worse. Did his mood change after you started hiccuping? I mean, is that why you think it might be that?
He kind of made crazy faces, but like he would make like, I could see a little bit, but I'm like, all right, well, whatever. Like he didn't seem like completely turned off, We even kissed at the end of the night too. So that's why I'm like.
Oh, so you did kiss.
Yeah, of course, a kiss and a hug. And he walked me back to my car.
What was the last thing that he said to you?
He had a great time.
Anything about like seeing you again?
Well, I didn't want to be like, well, are you going to see me again? So I just thought that he'd follow up with, I wanted to, but I thought that he would follow up with a text, because I don't want to seem too thirsty.
Right.
Yeah. But, what's the girl to do?
Did you text him?
No, I want him to, show up and show. I could text him, but now I'm like, this now feels weird. It feels like a game of chess, but I'm not good at chess. I'm literally not good at playing chess. So I'm just going to let him show up and make his move. But his move has been way too long.
And maybe he was waiting for you to make the move, which is another thing that would drive me crazy, but maybe.
I want him to show up as a man, not to make it about a gender thing, but I would like it for him to show up and show me that, let's do round two.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you and maybe get you a second date, okay?
Okay.
Okay, we'll get your first date follow-up next.
#1 hits, millions of records sold, awards, sold-out tours. You think the Jonas Brothers are satisfied? Nope. It's podcast time.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Hey Jonas is available now, and their first guest is a big one, Paul Rudd.
Steve Carell is a great singer.
Didn't he tell you not to audition for The Office or something?
I told him.
Whoa.
We were filming Anchorman. Clearly, I was the idiot. Thank God he didn't listen to me, right?
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Happy Pride from the Outspoken Podcast Network. All month long and all year round, we're celebrating being loud, proud, and always original. It's me, Brandon Kyle Goodman, host of the podcast Tell Me Something Messy. Check out my show for unfiltered takes on dating, relationships, and adulting.
The more you get comfortable with someone, the more their real self comes out. They're going to be gross.
What's the grossest thing about a man?
burping. Shut it down.
Listen to High Key for the best pop culture takes, and There Are No Girls on the Internet for all your tech news. For your favorite celebrity kikis, check out Outlaws with T.S. Madison.
Wait, so Luke was the son of Vader.
Yeah.
And Vader was turned by RuPaul?
Yeah, well, somebody turned him.
Okay.
Some old witch. Learn to love yourself unapologetically with BFF, Black Fat Femme. And start your day with intention with Waking Up with Ryan coming in July. Celebrate Pride with the Outspoken Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Pride, and listen now.
Hi, it's Alec Baldwin. This season on my podcast, Here's the Thing, I'm speaking with more artists, policymakers, and performers like composer Mark Shaman.
Once you've established that you have the talent, it's about the hang. It's the pleasure of hanging out with the people that you're with. You know, Rob and I was always a great hang. We would sit and kibitz for hours and then eventually get around to the music. That's what I mostly think of when I think of him, the time together laughing.
Lawyer Robbie Kaplan.
The great gift of being a lawyer is the ability to actually change things in our society in a way that very few people can. I mean, you can really make a difference to causes in the United States if you bring the right case at the right time. And
Marriage
win.
equality.
Yeah, Windsor's the perfect example.
Director Morgan Neville.
Film school teaches you all the wrong things about making documentary. What do you want to say? Documentary is all about your ear. What do you hear? I feel like my job is listening really, really hard.
Listen to Here's the Thing on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're just joining us for today's first date follow-up, Rose is on the phone and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Malik. So we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her a second date. But before we call him, Rose, why don't you break down your date again for us real quick?
Yeah, matched on an app, went on our first date. We went to play mini golf, had a great time. I had not too much to drink, but I was hiccuping really loudly, and I don't know if he was like turned off by that. And then after that, after a great night and a kiss and a hug, walked to the car, nothing.
All right. Well, are you ready for us to call him and see if he'll tell us?
I mean, I'm nervous, but sure.
Okay. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Malik, please?
This is Malik.
Hey, Malik, what's up? How are you? This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And my name's Jubal. How are you?
Radio show. What is this? Like, why are you guys calling?
You ever listened to The Jubal Show before?
Yeah, maybe I might have seen something on TikTok before. Just, I haven't heard of this.
It's a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show. You can check it out on the radio or podcast, wherever you get your podcast. But the reason we're calling you today is that we do a segment on the show, and it's called the First Date Follow-Up. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and you end up ghosting them, that person can email us to ask you why you're ghosting them. And we got an email about you, Malik.
An email?
Yeah.
What?
We got an email about you from someone that you went on a date with, but now you're not calling them back. You know who that would be?
This is awkward. What did the email say?
Said great things. It said you were awesome. They really liked you, and they're confused why you're ghosting them.
Are you ghosting somebody?
Oh, you're talking about the girl I went on the date last week, Rose. I do remember
Yes,
her.
it is Rose.
I would hope you remember her a week ago.
The thing is, well, I get on a lot of dates, just being a dude, but like, the thing about Rose is that I remember she just kept like hiccuping on the date. But the thing is, it wasn't even the hiccups that like got me. What really made me not want to go on another date with her was the fact that she kept like heckling at other people on the golf course. Like, she kept saying things like, don't choke and get it in the hole. Like, just allow people to like have a good time. And we're just here to just be on a date together. And I'm like, I'm not trying to see you heckle people every time that we are having a good time together. It just felt like the energy was a little off for her and I.
So she was heckling people on the golf course.
Yeah, it was very like aggressive and like condescending for me just as a guy. I'm like, I'm not, and if you can talk to random strangers like this, like that makes me feel like you can talk to me any kind of way too. And I'm like, no, I don't know if this is like a good match for me.
Well, thank you for being honest with us. I appreciate that, Malik.
Of course. It's crazy that she sent an email.
Yeah, you know what's even crazier? She's on the phone and wants to talk to you.
What? Yeah. She's here?
Yes.
Yeah. She's on.
Yes. Hi, Lee.
Oh, Rose, this is really awkward. I don't even want to talk to you, honestly.
Yeah, for you. And all those dates that you've been going on.
I mean, I've been meeting some cool people, so, you know.
Wow. Okay.
And Rose, you were one of those cool people until you were heckling and public shaming the people on the golf course. Like, everybody's here to have a good time. Having fun.
Shaming. I was rooting for them to go. I was cheering them on.
No, that's not how it came across, Rose. Like, you were literally saying, like, get it in the hole, and just like, you know, it felt like we were at a sporting game versus a first date. I'm like, oh no, this
that's
is
not how
crazy.
it came off. So I guess you interpreted my burping as farting also, because it really wasn't that serious.
What?
I mean, the burping thing, I can get past the burping thing. Like, you know, I burp too, but at the end of the day, like, we're here on a first date, everybody's having a good time, and I just felt like it just came across very, like, aggressive and honestly kind of rude. Like, even people were looking at you like, why is she yelling at me
that
like
was
that?
not
Like,
rude. They were excited. I saw excitement. I was rooting for them.
Rose, it wasn't excited. You got to be honest with yourself. Like, this is why, I mean, again, I have to see other people, but, like...
Literally, Malik, it was the rooftop mini golf. They're with the DJ and energy and people and laughter. Like, it's not like we're at, like, the professional golf championships. You're allowed to make noise. You're allowed to root for other people. And if that's too much for you, then I'm glad I understand. Maybe you'd be better off dating a nun.
Oh.
You know, Rose, you really have a way of turning a simple thing of, like, golf into, like, this huge thing, such as, like, the Hunger Games. And I'm like, if you can turn this small thing of golf, like, into such a big issue, what can you make big issues about in our relationship if we were to even continue dating? So, of course, I'm going to go.
My relationship, Malik, you're terrible at communication. No, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, no relationship.
No, honestly, Rose, you're terrible at reading the room, honestly. Like,
there's an honestly, you never say honestly before giving an honest answer. Sorry.
Well, you know, I honestly feel like this is me being very honest.
Ooh, there it is again.
At the end of the
day, she used it twice.
I just can't.
You get 10 points. I like that, Malik.
Rose. See, and this is why I ghosted you, Rose, just for this reason.
Yeah, it feels like maybe because you don't want to get owned by me, Malik. Is that what it is? Is that what it is,
No, you know what, Rose? I already told you everything that I'm building, and there's nothing you really can own from me. So, yeah, I'm owning the other dates that I'm going on.
No. I love that. I hope that I hope that they're quiet enough for your terms. Oh, whatever. Why don't you just man up, you little bitch?
Hey, Malik, would you like to go out with Rose again? We'll pay for it.
Oh, yeah. No. You know, I'd rather use that money and just, like I said, I've been going on other dates, and, you know, clearly this was never going to work out between Rose and I. Rose, you know what? Whoever you're heckling next, have a good time with them.
Wow. Thanks. We'll have a great time.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
#1 hits, millions of records sold, awards, sold-out tours. You think the Jonas Brothers are satisfied? Nope. It's podcast time.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Hey Jonas is available now, and their first guest is a big one, Paul Rudd.
You know, Steve Carell is a great singer.
Can he tell you not to audition for The Office or something?
I told him.
Whoa.
We were filming Anchorman. Clearly, I was the idiot. Thank God he didn't listen to me, right?
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey everyone, this is Teddy Mellencamp and Tamara Judge from Two Teas in a Pod. There's been one scandal that's consumed our lives these last couple of months. We're recapping the 3-part Summer House reunion, and as always, we're being brutally honest. We're dissecting timelines, receipts, blind items, and previous episodes. Amanda and Wes, watch out. We're not going to be easy on you. Listen to Two Teas in a Pod on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Not a lot of things are more awkward on a first date than when you're ending the night and you're like, hey, you want to come up to my place? And they're like, hey, I think I'll just go home. You know, it's always kind of a letdown. Yeah. And apparently that's what happened to today's second dater, Andrea, who is on the phone. And Andrea, I read your email. You met a guy named Tommy at a party, and dinner went well according to you, but you also said that is how your evening ended, by you inviting him up to your place and him turning you down.
Oh, no.
Yeah, awkward.
When he said that to you, was it obvious that he didn't like you?
He said, no, I don't think it's a good idea.
Was it
I don't think it's a good
and
idea.
You're a living, breathing woman with a pulse, right?
Oh, you guys. There's some guys who think that that's moving too fast. I mean, maybe it was too much for him.
No, I didn't even get a kiss, goodbye, or anything.
Even a handshake? Did he at least give you a handshake?
High five.
Nothing.
No hug or anything.
Oh.
So I texted him later and I asked, is everything okay? And he responded, yes, period.
That's it? Just a one word? Not
good. Yes.
Yeah. Anytime anybody texts me with a one word something, even if it's like my parents and we're just talking about something and I know that they don't really know how to text correct, I'm just like, oh my God, what's wrong?
I know.
So he just gave you the one word yes with a period.
Yeah. And then I said, did I do something wrong? And I never got any response.
Oh, no. Did it seem like he was enjoying the date that you were on when you guys went out to dinner?
I thought so. I mean, I asked him up to my apartment. So.
Right.
Yeah, so you thought everything was going
You
good.
thought it was going perfect. Was there any moment in the date that you think something weird could have happened, something awkward other than him turning down your advances to?
No, I mean, the only thing I can think of is I took my time when he came to my house. He texted me and told me that he was there, and I took my time coming out of the apartment. You know, like I was trying to look cute and just running late.
Are we talking like 5-10 minutes or 2 hours?
No, it was like 15 minutes maybe.
Okay, so not terrible. It is annoying when you pull up and you're like, oh my God, come on, hurry up.
Being late to the date.
But at this point, guys build that into their schedule, I feel like. They're just used to it.
This was the beginning of the date, though, and everything else seemed to go fine. Like, I can't imagine, like, finally at the end he gets upset about it.
Good point.
And I looked good. You know, I was taking my time to look good for him, and I apologized.
Yeah.
But
Well, if you're going to take that long, you better look good. Yeah. That's the rule that I have. If you show up 15 minutes late and you're kind of looking pretty basic, then we're not going out again. But if you look like Beyonce, then yes, you did a good job. And there's that 15-minute grace period where you're okay. At this point, are you hoping to get a second date? Do you feel like he's going to want to go out with you again, or are you just hoping to find out why?
I would like a second date, but at this point, I'm not getting my hopes up about it.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I just want to know what is going on.
I mean, if he responded, your last conversation was like that where he gave you a one-word answer and then just never responded if you asked if you did something wrong. He's obviously not into you for some reason.
Doesn't look good.
But maybe we can turn whatever it is into a positive and get you a second date out of the deal.
I hope so.
Or at least you understand what you're doing wrong.
Yes.
All right. Well, play a song, come back, get him on the phone and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, thanks.
All right, hang on.
My face above the water. Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Amanda is on the phone with us, and she wants us to call a guy named Tommy. Something very awkward happened at the end of her date with Tommy when she invited him up to her place. He said, I don't think that's a good idea. And then she hasn't really heard anything from him. So it's obvious that something happened on the date that went wrong, and Tommy didn't like Andrea very much. We don't know why. That's why we're about to get him on the phone, see if we can find out what Andrea did on the date. And Andrea, I've got a special treat for you.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, this is something never done before in a second date update. I'm going to try something groundbreaking here when we call him, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to pretend to be you.
I don't think that's
So
good.
it's the first second date update where I've ever
Okay.
pretended to be the other person, and I think it can work out very well if I get him on the phone and just like, hey, what's up, Tommy?
Yeah,
It's
foolproof
me,
plan.
Andrea. Don't you remember you wanted to come to my place? And I was like, hey, come up and kiss me sometimes.
I'm confused talking to you
Right?
right now.
I know.
Talking.
Where'd Jubal go? Andrea, what do you think?
I think I'll go for it.
Go for it? You think that'll work out well? All right, Andrea.
I'm sorry, Andrea.
You about ready to give him a call, see if we can get him on the phone?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. I'm so nervous. I feel like he wouldn't be able to tell a difference at all. And it probably would score you a date, Andrea. I'm a pretty sweet talker.
Hello?
Hey, is Tommy there?
Oh, my gosh.
Hello?
Hey, is Tommy there?
Yeah, this is he. Who is this?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How are you?
Good.
Can I help you?
I'm calling you today because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and they wanted to see if I could get you on the phone and talk to you for a minute.
You serious?
Yep. Her name is Andrea.
Huh.
All right, so you remember going out with Andrea?
Yes, I do.
She told us that you guys went out for dinner and had a lot of fun.
Wow.
And she said, though, at the end of the night after your date, that she invited you to her place and you turned her down, and then you haven't really talked to her at all after, so she's wondering why you turned her down.
Wow. So she called you to ask me that?
Yes, because apparently she couldn't get you on the phone, so her last resort was to ask us to call you and find out what the reason is.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I think that's pretty pathetic, but I was pretty pissed off, and I didn't want to really talk to her anymore.
You were pissed off and you didn't want to talk to her anymore.
That's right.
Do you mind telling us why?
Well, she's obviously told you everything, right?
I'll tell you what she told us. She said that you guys went out to dinner. She thought you were having a fun time. At the end of the night, she asked if you wanted to go up to her place. You said no. She had a real quick text exchange with you, and that's the last she's heard from you.
And the only thing she mentioned was that she might have made you wait 15 minutes while she was getting ready for the date.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That's the least of her problems, man.
What did she do?
That's intense.
Why are you so mad at her?
Basically, I got into a conversation with her over dinner about travel. And, I just recently came from Nepal, and we had a really good conversation. And she told me about this trip that she went to in Canada.
Okay.
And she was complaining about Canadian drivers and how she wished that she could just go party in Canada without there being some dumbasses in there.
So it sounds like you're personally insulted that she was making fun of Canadians.
Well, yeah, I am. I'm from Ontario. I'm from Waterloo, Canada.
Oh. So she was railing on Canadians. Did you tell her that you're from Canada?
No, I didn't tell her from Canada. I let her go on and on and on. She went on for an hour talking about how she thinks that Obama should infiltrate Canada.
No.
So frankly, I'm kind of glad that you called me because now you guys can see how much of an idiot she is.
Do you think that she...
I'm not taking it
on any more dates with her.
I'm not as offended as you are that she was making fun of Canada.
Yeah.
Was it that bad?
I mean, it's not that it was bad. It's just I don't really want to hang out with an idiot.
Don't you think that maybe she could have been joking, like she was nervous and you took it the wrong way?
Can you switch sides and come into my place and have somebody make fun of where you're from for about an hour?
Well, I get it, but why wouldn't you, defend Canada in that moment?
Because it's difficult to defend Canada?
Okay, see, that's the that I don't like dealing with.
I'm sorry. I love maple syrup. I'm sorry.
Lydia.
I had no idea that you guys got so angry, Tommy, just in general.
I mean, I could take it for a minute or two, that's fine, but she just went completely off for a long time. I mean, after a little bit, I'm fine. She just kept making fun of the beer. The beer tastes like piss. It does not taste like piss.
You've had.
And then she talked about how she hates their accents and how they keep saying "a this" and "a that." You know what? After a while, I'm sorry, but she just wasn't very attractive to me anymore.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Tommy, I haven't heard you say "a" or a boot or anything once. None of that.
Yeah, well, that's because it's a stupid stereotype. I'm a proud Canadian. I love my country.
Okay.
That's cool.
That's it.
And
As you should.
Tommy, at any point, did you look at her and go, "Hey, shut the up about Canada"? Did you never do that?
What? Next time I run into her, I'll be sure to say that.
Well, then perfect, Tommy. I'm going to give you the opportunity to say it right now because she's actually on the phone listening.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I had no idea that you were from Canada.
You spent an hour at dinner making fun of my
Chill
country.
out, man. I was just joking. That's what we do in Seattle. We joke about Canada.
It's true.
Lighten up.
Hey, you want to hear a joke? Let's go out on another date.
I'll give you props for that one, Tommy.
Are you actually offended about all this? I was joking, and you could have stopped me at any time and told me, hey, I'm actually from Canada. I'm offended.
If I stopped you, then I wouldn't be able to hear all the wonderful things you have to say about my country.
I was joking. It was a joke. You don't have to be an ass about it.
You called a radio station to figure out why I wasn't calling you back. okay?
Because you didn't have the balls to tell me yourself.
Well, he's Canadian, Andrea.
Oh, guys.
Hey, f*** off there. Seriously, f*** off.
Shouldn't that have been followed with an A or something, Tommy?
Guys, come on, dude.
You know
That's
what?
like...
You know what? You should come up to Canada, all right? Come up to Canada. I'll show you what some real beer tastes like, because your American beer tastes like f***ing crap.
I love going to Canada, dude. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun for me, except for that weird money that you have. I like it.
Yeah.
Off, man.
Oh, jeez.
I honestly think that he deserves an apology from you, Andrea.
Why?
Because, like,
The dude
I'm
is
from,
uptight.
No, listen,
Yeah.
I am from North Idaho, and people make fun of me all the time for it.
yeah.
And it's where I was born and raised, and there's something to be said where it feels like they're attacking you personally because where you're from is such a part of who you are.
Yeah, but you're from Northern Idaho. I think it's okay to make fun of that, too. Canadians and Idahoans, perfectly fair game.
What if they're making fun of Seattle?
I make fun of myself all the time.
But
You
it's
guys
different
are
when
just a
people are
little
attacking
uptight.
you for an hour.
I don't
Just
think, Andrea, were you
apologize.
going off on him for an hour?
No, it wasn't for an hour, and I would have stopped if he had said something. He's completely exaggerating.
But you haven't apologized once on this phone call.
Because I'm not sorry for what I was saying.
She's only sorry about his sense of humor.
Yeah, which is weird because normally Canadians have a good sense of humor. Like that's the one thing that they have going for them up there. Is there's a lot of funny people that have come from there. Andrea, I'm sorry we couldn't get you a second date.
Yeah.
No, I'm really glad that this happened because I don't want a second date. What was that ass?
Maybe choose a different location to make fun of next time. I mean, Oregon has plenty of material.
Or Andrea, date Americans. All right.
Oh yeah.
Stop going out with these weird Canucks. They're strange.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.